dear students, myself Gangadhar Sonke and I welcome you all to the MC James virtual classroom.
My dear students, today in Standard 10's History, we will be learning the topic Entertainment and History. In the first part of this topic, we have learnt about why do we need entertainment, folk theatre, and now in today's part or in the second part of this topic, we are going to talk about Marathi theatre, Indian film industry, entertainment and professional opportunities in the field of theatre and cinema. So, in this our first point is Marathi theatre, and in this we are going to talk about the history of Marathi theatre and the important plays of Marathi theatre and also the important actors of the Marathi theatre. So, here the first thing, theatre is a place which is devoted to performances, either solo or collective of performing arts. So, the basic thing or the definition we can say about the theatre or of the theatre, that theatre is a place devoted to performances. It's a performing act which may be solo or collective. कोई एक एक्टिंग करेगा या फिर ग्रुप में एक्टिंग होगी of performing arts and participation of the artist as well as the audience. So, it's a two-way process, not only the artist but audience also play very important role in theatre. So, participation of the artist as well as the audience is essential for a successful performance. It's not like cinema जो कि हम टीवी पे या फिर मोबाइल पे या फिर थिएटर में देख रहे हैं and the live action is not there. But in theatre, live acting is there and we can give quick response which reaches to the artist, and that is why it is the act which is live. So, participation of the artist as well as the audience is essential for a successful performance, or we can say a play or a success of a play depends on the response of audience. The theatre comprises several factors such as script, then director to direct the script, artist to act accordingly, then the makeup for the actors, costumes related with the script or related with the genre of that particular script, then stage, then art design, that is backdrop of the stage. Whatever we are seeing behind the actors on the stage is art design. Lighting arrangement, very important thing. Then audience and critics, and not only this but dance and music can also be part of a drama. So, ये सारी चीज़ें जो है वो ड्रामा में बहुत ही इम्पॉर्टेंट है. द फर्स्ट थिंग विच इज़ वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट दैट इज स्क्रिप्ट होनी चाहिए. विदाउट स्क्रिप्ट नो ड्रामा. स्क्रिप्ट, then director to direct the script, artist will work in the drama, makeup man, costumes, stage, art design, lighting arrangement, audience and critics, dance and music. Now, in the point we are going to study in detail about the professional opportunities in the field of drama and cinema, but here on the screen you can see the opportunity in the field of script writing, opportunity in the field of directing a drama or film, or if you are interested in acting, then as an actor you have opportunity there. Makeup nowadays very important, costumes, stage or art design, again the very important. If you are interested in drawing or doing something different, then also this field is there for you. Lighting arrangement, audience and critics, and dance and music. If you have thorough knowledge of the drama, then you can criticize the plays and you can write your column in the magazine or in newspaper, or you can work for television also. So these are the opportunities. About that we'll talk in detail in the particular point, but here keep in mind all these are the things which are very important in the theatre. A drama is usually enacted with the help of dialogues, but mime, which is without dialogue, can also be used as the medium of expression, and again which is very tough thing to reach the audience or to reach your thought or your idea or your imagination to the audience, because it is the thing which is without dialogue. माइम में डायलॉग नहीं होते हैं, आपको आपकी बॉडी लैंग्वेज से, आपको आपकी एक्टिंग से ये ऑडियंस को दिखाना होता है कि आप क्या कहना चाह रहे हैं. सो in drama generally dialogues are very important, but there is one type which is called mime where there is no dialogue, and you can do this in your classroom also. After the school opening, the rulers of the Bhosle family of Tanjore were great patrons of drama. Some of them had written few plays and also translated Sanskrit plays. So here now we are talking about the history of Marathi theatre, and in this the Bhosle family of Tanjore played very important role, because they not only were the great patrons of drama, but ऐसा नहीं कि उन्होंने किसी को मोटिवेट किया, वो तो है ही, but they had written few plays and also translated Sanskrit plays. The 19th century saw a great development of the Marathi theatre, and in this Vishnudas Bhave is known as the father of Marathi theatre. This name you have to keep in mind, Vishnudas Bhave, who is known as the father of the Marathi theatre. Sita Swayamvar was the first play presented by him. Here you can see the images from that particular play. Sita Swayamvar was the first play presented by Vishnudas Bhave, and Vishnudas Bhave is known as the father of the Marathi theatre. The movement started by Vishnudas Bhave was followed in Maharashtra by historical, mythological and also light farcical stage plays. So first one, Sita Swayamvar, was the first play presented by Vishnudas Bhave. Then historical, mythological and farcical plays were staged. Now here the word farcical is new, which means plays dealt with social issues, which will talk about the social issue, or which talked about social issues in a humorous way, through comedy we can say. Initially no written scripts were used, often only the lyrics were written down, but the dialogues used to be spontaneous, and it depends on the actors. But in 1961, V.J. Kirtane wrote his first play, Thorle Madhavrao Peshwe, which had a complete written script. Again I am repeating the thing, 1861 के पहले कंप्लीट रिटन स्क्रिप्ट नहीं होता था, एक लिरिक्स गाने लिखे जाते थे और एक थीम रखा जाता था, उस थीम के ऊपर ड्रामा डेवलप होता जाता था. बट विजय कीर्तने wrote his first play, Thorle Madhavrao Peshwe, which had a complete written script, and its printed copy was made available. So this was the beginning of the tradition of having a complete written script ready before staging a play. And nowadays without script there is no drama or no play. In the latter half of the 19th century, Marathi stage enriched with different types of historical and social plays, and also many musical plays came on stage. Initially musical plays were there. In this, Balkrishna Bal Krishna Bua Ichal Karanjikar made special efforts to introduce classical khayal music in Maharashtra. After him, Ustad Aladia Khan, Ustad Abdul Karim Khan and Ustad Rahmat Khan contributed in a great way. Their efforts helped in developing a taste for classical music among the audience in Maharashtra. Nowadays, ड्रामाज आर बेसिकली बेस्ड ऑन द डायलॉग्स, बहुत सारे डायलॉग्स उसमें होते हैं, लेकिन हम हिस्ट्री में अगर जाएंगे मराठी थिएटर के तो तब ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा म्यूज़िकल प्लेज हुआ करते थे. द ग्रोइंग पॉपुलैरिटी ऑफ क्लासिकल म्यूजिक रिजल्टेड in the origin of musical Marathi theatre. The musical plays of Kirloskar Mandali became very popular, and Sangeet Shakuntal, written by Anna Sahib Kirloskar, earned a great popularity. Nowadays also it is in the news for different reasons. Sangeet Shakuntal. Here you can see Sangeet Shakuntal by Kirloskar Mandali became very popular. Then another musical play, Sharda, written by Govind Ballal Deval, is quite important as it comments in a humorous style on the evil customs of marrying young girls to aged men. So, social issues also were there. Also plays such as Sangeet Mooknayak, written by Sripad Krishna Koletkar, Sangeet Man Apman, written by Krishnaji Prabhakar Khadilkar, and Ekach Pyala by Ram Ganesh Gadkari are important in the history of Marathi theatre. So here you just have to keep in mind the names of the plays and the writers of the plays. Krishnaji Prabhakar Khadilkar, who wrote Kichak Vadh, a metaphorical drama to denounce the British government, and it was based on certain events in the Mahabharata. Draupadi represented helpless mother India, while Yudhishthir represented the moderates and Bhim the extremist. Kichak represented the insolent viceroy Lord Curzon. So the audience used to pursue the characters in this fashion and feel enraged about the imperialistic attitude of the British government. Now by this we can understand that the different writers used their own style and at the same time used social political conditions as a subject for their play writing. The popular plays written by Acharya Atre like Sastang Namaskar, Udyacha Sansar, this one, Ghara Baher, etc. helped the Marathi theatre to sustain through a temporary decline. Then the recent plays based on historical themes like Raigadala Jeव्हा जाग येते and इथे ओशाळला मृत्यू by Osant Kanetkar. Next to this, Ghasiram Kotwal by Vijay Tendulkar, Tilak and Agarkar by Vishram Bedekar became very popular. So not only the historical or mythological or social, but at the same time different subjects were handled by the Marathi playwriters, and because of that general audience also liked all these variation in the subjects and the presentation. This one, Tilak and Agarkar by Vishram Bedekar. The Marathi stage continued to get enriched because of its varied subjects and types of the plays. If you people go through the list of the Marathi plays, then you can find that the number of subjects are there. Today also plays on the stage are of different subjects and are of different types. That's why it is easy for the playwriters and also for the directors and also for the production companies to attract the audience towards the drama or towards the theatre. Now if we talk about the actors, then Marathi stage artists of the bygone era like Ganpatrao Joshi, Narayan Rao Rajhans, more popularly known as Balgandharv, Keshavrao Bhosle, Chintaman Rao Kolatkar and Ganpatrao Bodas are still remembered as great actors. The early Marathi plays were staged on open grounds, but the British first built closed theatres like Playhouse, Ripon and Victoria in Mumbai. Thereafter, the shows of Marathi plays gradually took to closed theatres, but before that it was in the open ground only. Now we are going to talk about the Indian film industry, that is about cinema. Cinema is a medium that brings together art and technology. Two things are very important when we talk about cinema. Not only art but technology also play a very important role in making cinema. So now in detail we are going to talk about this. Cinema is a medium that brings together art and technology. Use of camera is nothing but the technology, editing is nothing but the technology. So technology is involved in the making of cinema. It gave rise to the era of silent movies. Later the technology of sound recording was introduced and the age of sound movies began, and today we are enjoying it a lot. So if you talk about now types of movies, then we have satirical movies, then documentaries on the different subjects, advertising films, children's films, movies about army, educational movies, movies narrating a story, and you yourself can add the things in it. जैसे अलग अलग टाइप से आप भी उसमें ऐड कर सकते हैं. The honor of making and releasing the first full length movie goes to Maharashtra. The honor, this is also honor thing for us because the honor of making and releasing the first full length movie goes to Maharashtra, and Maharashtra is known as the land that nurtured the Indian film industry, and today also Mumbai is the important city in the field of film industry. The contribution of Madan Rao Madhavrao Pitale. Madan Rao Madhavrao Pitale, the Patwardhan family of Kalyan, Harishchandra Sakharam Bhatodekar, also known as Save Dada, is very important in the development of Indian movies. These people started making movies and using different technologies for making movies. So the journey of Indian cinema started with these people. And after that, Gopal Ramchandra Torne, also known as Dada Saheb Torne, and A.P. Karandikar, S.N. Patankar, V.P. Divekar sought help from foreign technician and made a movie entitled Pundalik. Here you can see. India's first film, Sri Pundalik, was released in Mumbai on May 18, 1912. First Indian film. It was photographic recording of a popular Marathi play directed by Dada Saheb Torne. The silent film was released at Coronation Cinematography in Mumbai, where it ran for 2 weeks. So this film where Indian cinema started. It was released in Mumbai in 1912. Then Raja Harishchandra, a movie directed by Dada Saheb Phalke, again very important role name in the field of Indian cinema. Dada Saheb Phalke, who was the first to be processed completely in India. It was released in Mumbai in 1913. He also created silent movies named as Mohini Bhasmasur, Savitri Satyavan, and also documentaries on the rock cut caves of Verul and pilgrim centers of Nashik and Trimbakeshwar. So the types of movies also started here only, like documentaries. Then Anand Rao Painter, the first one to make a sign camera of Indian make, also got interested in the making of movies, and his cousin Babu Rao Painter, again the important name, Babu Rao Painter, also known as Mistri, made Sairandri in 1918. He made the first historical movie Sinhagad. Here you can see the poster of this film. And not only Sinhagad, but he created historical movies like Kalyancha Khajina, Baji Prabhu Deshpande, Netaji Palkar, and he also made a movie on a realistic social issue entitled Saukari Pash. Then in 1925, Bhalji Pendharkar made movie entitled Bajirao Mastani. The British government suspected it to be a medium of spreading nationalistic sentiments and it was banned. Now one more name which is very important in this is of Kamlabai Mangrulkar, was the first woman producer. She produced Saulya Tandel and Panna Dai. Nowadays, you people, if you are watching movie, then just go through the producer of the movie, and number of women producers are there in our film industry now, but the Kamlabai Mangrulkar was the first woman producer. Then Ram Shastri, a movie made by Prabhat Company in 1944, became very popular, and in the post-independence period, a few movies were made on historical themes. In that, Acharya Atre made a movie on the life of Mahatma Phule, and Vishram Bedekar made a movie on the life of Vasudev Balwant Phadke. Next to that, Dinkar D. Patil made a movie entitled Dhanyate Santaji Dhanaji. Now this film again related with the Maulas of Shivaji Maharaj, Santaji Dhanaji. Bal Shivaji, the movie made by Prabhakar Pendharkar, also needs a special mention. So here you can see Bhalji Pendharkar and his famous movies. Sant Tukaram is a movie to have received international acclaim. It was shown in the International Film Festival in Paris. Vishnupant Pagnis, this one, acted as Sant Tukaram in this film, and which is very famous. If you people go through YouTube, then you can find this film there also. Historical movies were also made in Hindi. The Hindi movies made in the pre-independence period like Sikandar, Tansen, Samrat Chandragupta, Prithivallabh and Mughal-e-Azam were made with a historical backdrop. Dr. Courtney's की Amar Kahani, on the screen you can see now. Dr. Courtney's Amar Kahani was based on a true story, and the movies based on the Indian struggle for independence such as Andolan, Jhansi Ki Rani also deserve a mention. Now we talked about the directors and about the films. Production studios also play very important role in the journey of Indian cinema. So production studios such as Bombay Talkies, Raj Kamal Productions, this one, RK Studios and Nauketan etc. play a significant role in the development of Indian film industry. तो आज की जो बहुत ही टेक्नोलॉजिकली साउंड फिल्म और अलग अलग सब्जेक्ट्स पे बनी हुई फिल्में हम देखते हैं, तो इसकी जर्नी कहाँ शुरू हुई वो अब हमें पता चल गया कि किस तरह से पहले कुछ लोगों ने ट्राई किया, एंड देन नाउ वी आर हैविंग सच अ फाइन इंडियन सिनेमा. And now the final and very important point of the topic, entertainment and professional opportunities. The students of history can avail of many professional opportunities in the fields of drama and movies. So, in order to achieve accuracy of stage backdrops on the stage, deep knowledge of the history of arts and architecture of the concerned period is essential. If the drama or the play is historical, then you have to arrange all the things historically. ऐसे लगना चाहिए ऑडियंस को कि उस वक्त की फिल्म चल रही है. अगर हिस्टोरिकल फिल्म है और आपने सब बैकग्राउंड जो है मॉडर्न बना दिया तो वो ऑड लगेगा, वो उस ड्रामा के साथ नहीं जाएगा. सो इट इज़ वेरी important to study the script, it is very important to study the genre of the drama. Experts in these fields can work as art directors or consultants, and nowadays number of opportunities are there in this field. The script writers, again very important, as well as dialogue writers. Now both are the different sometime, or the only one person can write the script and dialogues also, but कुछ लोग सिर्फ स्क्रिप्ट लिखते हैं and you can go for the dialogues. So the script writers as well as dialogue writers need assistance of experts in languages and the history of languages, as well as experts in cultural history of a given period. And now we are going to talk about the opportunities in the field of cinema. The art directors again of movies create the backdrop designs of atmosphere, costumes and jewelry, makeup, hairstyles, etc. suitable to the times of the theme of the movie. Again the same thing, if the film is modern, it is very important to use modern clothes, modern hairstyle, modern jewelry. और अगर आप वहाँ पर historical use करेंगे तो again it will not go with the theme or with the script. So scholars of history can work in this field as art directors or as consultants to the art director. And the last one, to write movie dialogues, knowledge of the culture and language as spoken in the concerned period is necessary. And if you have that knowledge, you can work for the रीजनल सिनेमा आल्सो. जैसे मराठी में सिनेमा बनता है, हिंदी में तो बनता ही है, लेकिन अलग अलग लैंग्वेज जो है अलग अलग स्टेट की, वहाँ पे भी अपनी अपनी एक फिल्म इंडस्ट्री है. सो इफ़ यू आर गुड एट दैट पर्टिकुलर लैंग्वेज, यू कैन वर्क in regional cinema, and if you are good in English and Hindi, then you can work for the Bollywood and Hollywood also. So in the concerned period, it is very important. Experts in these fields can find many professional opportunities. Now this is very important. Many professional opportunities in the field of music, in the field of dance, in the field of acting, in the field of writing. Please subscribe the channel and press bell icon to get notifications.
So my dear students, this is all for today. Thank you very much. Stay home, stay safe, take care.